this off, or you think it's too loud?
Maybe.
If it gets too hot, I'll turn it back on.
Okay.
What's up, and welcome back to North Lake Survivors. I'm Jonathan.
Zelda.
So how have you been?
Good.
I think a major life event has happened.
No.
What was it? What just happened?
I got divorced.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Whoa, okay.
I got married. I saw your face.
I was like, wait, what?
After it's not even been a month yet.
That was quick.
I just want to see your reaction. I'm like, sorry, I got divorced. No, I'm just kidding.
Me and Rayvon were we were talking about like different ways we can make money doing videos.
Uh-huh.
And so we were talking about like different things we could do, and so filming weddings came up, and I was like, I don't want to film weddings. That seems like too much stress.
Oh my
and
god, yes.
anxiety.
Even the photographer, you saw Luigi, our photographer, he was like running everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
And it takes him apparently 6 weeks. I thought it was gonna be like 4 weeks, but he's like, it's gonna be like 6 to 8 weeks.
Was he doing editing on the pictures?
Yeah, he's editing, and I guess there was just like, he was just nonstop. I don't know if you saw him. Like, he was just nonstop. He's taking pictures of everybody, not just me and Nino, but like everybody.
Everybody, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what you want, though.
Yeah,
you want pictures of everybody
who's
who's there.
I like the candid shots. I want to see like what everybody, like how they were enjoying their time and stuff.
I can't wait to see the pictures.
I know.
But so somehow he was saying something, and I was like, I don't know where I thought he was gonna say it. But I was like, divorces? I was like, you want to film divorces? He's like, no. He's like, I wasn't gonna say that. I was like, we should. Then I was like, we should make a skit about like advertising for filming your divorces. Like, we filmed your marriage.
Yeah.
Now let's film your divorce.
Because people do have divorce parties.
They do.
Yeah.
I saw that on Jersey Shore. Angelina brought her new boyfriend to her divorce party.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so we're talking about filming divorces.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing we were talking about was like filming real estate. And then I was like, we should make a skit where a real estate agent is trying to sell a house that's haunted.
Oh,
and like you see a priest in the background doing an exorcist, and they get thrown
good.
against the wall. Like,
dang, we do need to film more.
we do. I miss filming.
Fun.
Filming is fun. I do miss it.
We had a lot of fun. Maybe when the weather cools down.
It's too damn hot. And I don't have AC in my car.
It's like going to be 107 for like the entire month, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been in the hundreds for like the past, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Because my whole, like, if you look at the forecast, the whole week is like 106, 107, 106, 107.
When I went to LA, so we both went on vacations.
Mm-hmm.
You went on your honeymoon.
Yeah,
How was that?
It was amazing. Riviera Maya, I would recommend it. You know, the Hard Rock hotels where we stayed, and it was all inclusive, so the food, everything was included.
You went swimming with dolphins, right?
Yes, that wasn't included. That was a little, well, no, they give you points, so you can go on, you could choose 4 excursions between 4. We chose zip lining and swimming with dolphins.
How was that? Were you scared?
I was scared. I was terrified because I never went zip lining before.
I went zip lining, but it's like a little zip line, like the length of this room, not.
Oh yeah, we went through the whole jungle. It was
that's
terrifying,
insane.
but it was so fun after I tried the first one because we went through 7 lines.
What?
And then the last one we got to go in a hammock. That was fun.
Zip lining in the hammock?
Yeah.
Oh, are you strapped in?
Yeah, you're strapped in. Yeah.
It's like,
so I was like,
seems really scary.
I know, it looks scary, but you're strapped in.
Oh.
Yeah.
That seems like fun. And then you went swimming with dolphins.
Yes.
How was that? Were they close to you? Like
they were so close. We got to pet them. So
I would love to pet a dolphin.
It was so fun. I was so scared at first too because they're big animals, and I was like, shit,
and
maybe they
was it
bite
orcas
us.
that have started attacking boats? Like.
Oh yeah, I saw a TikTok video about that.
Yeah,
Orca.
the sea life is coming out to harm us.
There was a TikTok video I saw where the sea lion jumped on the boat to escape the orcas.
Really?
And then the orcas just surrounded the boat. And the person driving the boat...
Were they trying to get the sea lion, or were they just attacking the boat?
They were trying to get the sea lion. And when the sea lion got on the boat, they were just circling the boat, waiting for the sea lion to come back in. And the sea lion was like, come on, man, drive. He was just looking at the boat guy. And he was just like, come on, man, drive.
I saw that, and then I also saw one where it was an otter stealing a dude's surfboard.
Oh, I saw that one too. That was so cute. That was cute.
It's like, what is going on?
That one was really cute, the surfboard. I miss the ocean. It's so
Oh my
nice.
god, I do too. So then what else did you do? So you had 2 more.
No, we could choose between 4.
Oh,
so
I thought you could choose 4. You could choose between 4.
2 out of 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Those sound fun. Or the other two?
No, we also went ATV driving. Driving ATVs.
Oh.
I didn't drive. Nino drove because I don't know how to drive those things.
Is it stick or is it? It's just
I
like a
think
go-kart, right?
I don't know. I think it didn't look that difficult, but I felt like I would have crashed. There were 2 little teenagers they weren't little. They were like 16, 17, and they crashed into the jungle, but they were okay.
Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers fucked up his hip doing that.
Yeah, they were okay. The girl, I guess she said her thumb was tired, and she did something like, I guess I don't know if she let go or she did something, and she like swerved into the jungle, and I was like, that would have been me.
Swerved into the jungle like a tree?
They were like into the leaves,
oh.
But they were okay. But they didn't see us, and they almost backed into us because we saw this ATV just kind of stuck there, and we were like, we thought it was a worker, and then all of a sudden they reversed into us, but we got out just in time because we almost got a collision. That was scary.
Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers, I think he went too fast out of a hill, and the thing spun and landed on him.
Oh wow, was he okay?
I think he broke his hip. It's like for months couldn't really feel on part of his body.
Yeah.
But he's fine now.
They didn't let us go fast. We couldn't go fast because we were all in a line.
Oh, okay.
So we couldn't go.
Still
fast.
sounds fun though.
But it was fun. Yeah.
Your trip sounds very fun.
It was very fun.
You're gone for like a week, right?
6 days.
6 days.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun.
It was.
So my trip, I went to Roswell. The drive there was fun. Just listened to music and hung out. So it was fine. Just went there, hung out, did whatever. Then I got there too late to do anything. So I went to Walmart, bought some souvenirs, and then just hung out in the room. I watched the first couple episodes of the Roswell TV show because what else are you gonna do with Roswell besides watch Roswell, the original? And then the next day I went to the UFO museum, and then I read all the stuff, watched the videos, bought a bunch of stuff at the thing, and I was like, I'm bored. Like I finished it. And I was like, all right, I'm done. And so I was like, well, what else is to do? And I was like, there's nothing in this town. This is not anything.
There's nothing in Roswell.
There's the main street, and then I was 2 streets over, and then it's just like farms and things.
So you didn't see an actual UFO?
Well, I wanted to go there, but apparently that was on private property, and it was like 2-hour drive away. So I was like, am I gonna drive 2 hours to get turned away, or get arrested for trespassing?
Get arrested.
And then I wanted to do the tour, but the tour was like, well, we can't go unless there's 2 people. So if you have someone else to sign up with you could come, or you could just stay here and wait and hope somebody else comes. Aww. I was like, I don't want to just stay here and wait, and then be with somebody else on their excursion. Yeah. So I didn't do the tour. So then I went back, and then I was like, I'm bored. So I just left. So I was like, I have another day here, but I'm gonna leave early. So then I went to LA. The night I got there, I went with my little cousin I haven't seen in like 19, well, probably, he came here once, so probably 16 years.
Dang, that's still a long time.
Yeah, he's a cousin I grew up with, so I haven't seen him really since we were kids.
Yeah.
And he took me to the Warner Brothers back lot, so I hung out on the lot, on the lot. Like we went up to buildings, like if you ever watched Gilmore Girls.
No, I haven't. I've seen like maybe a few
It's
episodes.
a really good show.
Because I know it's old.
It's like from your kids. It's not old.
Gilmore Girls. That's one with Betty White, right?
No, that's Golden Girls.
Oh, I think you're Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is great. It's a great show, but I'm talking about Gilmore Girls.
I guess the one with Betty White.
No, that's Golden Girls.
No, I haven't seen
Gilmore Girls is about the mother and daughter in Massachusetts. They live in a little town, drink lots of coffee.
Is that what the show's about?
That's what the show's about.
Okay.
It's about the mother and daughter. Her name is Lorelai. Her daughter's name is also Lorelai because she was on an epidural. And when they asked her the daughter's name, she just said her own. They call her Rory. Such a great show.
Okay, I'll check
But
it out.
they live in a small town called Stars Hollow. And so I was walking around Stars Hollow.
Okay.
Like literally Stars Hollow. And I saw the Friends fountain.
That looked pretty cool. I love Friends.
Like it was. And then I went to the alleyway from Gremlins and Spider-Man. I literally took a picture where Spider-Man kissed Mary Jane upside down. Like I was in that spot.
Man, that sounds. They let you go there? It's
My cousin got me a pass.
Oh, that's
He's
so
a security
cool.
guard there, so he got a visitor pass for me.
Dang.
So we couldn't go into any sound stages, but we could walk around the back lot.
That's pretty cool.
So we just walked. He drove us around the back lot in the golf cart. It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
And then he was like, maybe tomorrow we can go to the ranch because the ranch, well, there's apparently Warner Brothers sold the ranch, but he had to work overtime, so we couldn't go.
Okay.
And then he was like, we can go the next day, but I was like, oh, but I'll be in San Diego already. I'm not driving 2 hours there and then 2 hours back.
How far is LA from San Diego? Oh, 2
hours.
Oh.
But with LA traffic, it's probably more like 3.
Okay.
So I was
That's
like,
cool. You got to see LA.
But then the next day, I went. My last day in LA, I went on to the writers and actors strike. I intentionally I walked past 2 SAG booths and I was like, I want to go to the WGA booth. So I went to the WGA booth. I signed in. And then I grabbed a sign, and I grabbed a SAG sign that was in the WGA booth. The whole point was to get a WGA sign, but I didn't even grab that. I grabbed the SAG one. I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm an actor, too. It's fine. And then I met this lady. She was really nice. Me and her talked the whole time. She's a manager. She's actually the manager. You seen Cobra Kai?
Yeah, of course.
So, Robbie, you know the dude who's now doing Blue Beetle as well?
Yes,
she's his manager.
Oh, my God.
She was his manager.
So are you guys, like gonna stay connected?
She told me to text her if I need anything, but I was like, I feel like
text her.
What do I text her? I just feel like this puts in a
hey,
position.
Like, can you give me some pointers how to do stuff? Like,
she was so
she can
sweet
help
though.
You.
Me and her,
awesome.
me and her talked the whole time. So we, for like 3-4 hours, we marched together. It was really fun.
The manager of, I don't even know his name, but I know I cannot wait for Blue Beetle.
She was telling me he's really disappointed because obviously he can't go to the premiere or the press tour or anything like that because they're on strike.
Oh, so he can't go on?
Yeah, no, that's part of they can't do anything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so SAG is on strike, so he can't. His first major movie, and he can't promote it. He can't go to the premiere.
Like, well, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for it. It looks so good.
I already got my tickets for the 18th, I think.
Yeah, it's this month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. But I met his manager. I was like, that's so cool.
God.
She's the nicest lady.
In touch with her.
I just feel weird texting her.
Don't be weird. That's how you
make connections.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was so much fun. They gave out free snow cones.
Oh my god.
You could either get snow cones or I guess you could get both. They also had iced coffee.
I guess if you're like a coffee person, you could iced coffee.
But it was so cool. It was such a feeling of like community and togetherness, and everyone was having fun, and people were on blowhorns. I did it on Sunset Boulevard. We were protesting Netflix.
Oh.
It was so much fun.
Why are they protesting Netflix again?
They're protesting all the studios.
Oh, okay. So
because they're not paying the writers, they're not paying the actors. They're trying to get AI to replace them. So the main reasons for the
is replacing even like people are pretending to be AIs.
Oh my god, that video you sent me.
It was so cringe.
It was. It was just like, what the fuck is she doing? And people are giving her money for this?
Everybody's doing this now. They're just sitting there for hours pretending they're an AI, and people are like gifting them money.
Society is broken.
Yeah.
At a certain point, are we just going to acknowledge that society is broken?
It's like, what?
But the things they're protesting is, for writers and actors, it's kind of different. For writers, it's... it used to be when you work on a show, because you know how TV shows used to be like 20 episodes long.
Yeah.
So you would go as a writer and you would write, and then after you would write, you would go on set and you would produce the episode, and you worked 10 to 12 months a year. You worked pretty much all year. You probably work like 10, depending on the show, like 10 months more or less. Then you have a couple months off, and then you start all over again.
Okay.
And then streaming came, and they really call it like the Netflix strike because it was Netflix's business model that changed it. You know, the shorter seasons and all that. And now they don't really let the writers onto the production staff. So writers are working maybe a month, and then nothing. You can't afford to live off of a month's work.
Yeah, you can't. Oh my gosh.
And they started, and then also these streaming services don't really announce what their numbers are. So the actors and writers and all that aren't getting residuals anymore. So the residuals are like every time Golden Girls still airs on television, right? So Betty White and all them got paid when they did it.
Yeah.
And then every time it airs afterwards, they get another check. Now each check is smaller and smaller, but they're still getting paid because the studios are still getting paid. So every time the studio gets paid, they get paid.
Yeah.
But because Netflix and now Hulu and all these other companies don't announce their numbers, people aren't getting paid. The residuals are kind of gone. So pays. So writers are making like 24% less than they were making like 10 years ago. And then there's AI, and the fear with AI for writers is that the studios will use AI to write a script. It'll be shitty, but then they'll be like, hey, rewrite this, and we'll pay you a rewrite fee, which is less than an original fee. So writers are going to be doing more work and getting paid less for it. That's the fear with AI.
Okay.
With actors, it's a whole other thing. They also have the residual problem, where they're not getting paid as much.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid as much. They're not getting residuals, all that. But the AI thing's even worse for them because they're already being replaced with AI. It just came out that on Wanda, like one of the things that the SAG is striking about is the studios were trying to initiate a thing where if you work as a background actor on a show, which I've worked as a background actor on a show, they'll pay you for half a day's pay and they'll scan your likeness. What? And then they can legally use your likeness in whatever they want for like the rest of the time. Right. No, because they're going to be making money off of you, but you won't be making any money. And like you can't do that. And the studio said, no, we're not doing that. No, we never said that. But it just came out that apparently they did it when they made WandaVision. They scanned all the background actors' likenesses.
Wow.
It's just like, what the hell?
It sounds like it's illegal. You shouldn't do that. Without
well, there's not really laws on these things.
Oh, wow.
And the argument is they're paying you, so you're consenting.
Yeah, but you're consenting to that specific moment.
Which is why we need contracts. Which is why the strike is going on.
Yeah.
The strike is probably going to go on a while. Some person who works at one of these studios let out that they wanted to drag the strike out till October so writers would lose their homes.
Oh my god.
How evil are these people?
I feel like society is just evil.
Oh my god, society's broken.
Yeah.
But the AI problem, it's not just Hollywood. I mean, it's going to affect everything.
Yeah.
I mean, go to the grocery store. How many things is self-checkout? I know it's not really AI, but it's like...
But yeah.
You're losing jobs to
like
machines.
There's nobody, like, working, like, the main aisles. Maybe, like, one or two.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna keep going.
And if you need, like, help, there's, like, nobody there to help you. If, like, you need help with, like, the computer, the self-checkout.
It's... Human interaction has gone... Try calling any... fucking
I know anything. It's like press 1 for this, press 2 for this.
God, can I talk to a person?
Yes, it's so hard to talk to a person.
When I was trying to fix my credit card thing, when my PlayStation account got hacked, it took me forever just to get a person on the line. It's like I don't want to talk to a machine. Let me talk to a person.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating.
Getting so bad.
But LA was hot. And I was like, this is California. When we were marching, I was wearing jeans and everything.
More hot than Texas?
No. But it's a heat wave. Yeah. It's in the 90s in LA.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like, I mean, I'm not from LA, I'm from San Diego, but San Diego was never in the 90s. It was like 80s it was hot. It was bad heat. And then Universal Studios cut down their trees or trim their trees so that the writers and actors don't have shade anymore when they're protesting.
Why?
And they're like, oh, no, we do this every 5 years. It's an agreement we have with the city. And the city came out and go, we don't have that agreement. No, we trim the trees.
That's pretty evil.
What's fucked up is the city said, you guys weren't allowed to do that. We're going to have to fine you. Do you know how much they fined Universal Studios for cutting the trees?
How much?
$250. That's it.
Wow.
$250. That's it. It's like, that's nothing. That's 2 seconds like worth of ticket fees to get into Universal Studios.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my god, it's insane. Then I went to San Diego, went to my old apartment complex. That was fun, but...
Is it still blue, the roof?
Well, the roofs weren't blue when I lived there. Apparently they were blue when they first founded, or it's just a nickname. I don't know, but the buildings are blue now.
Oh, wow. So it's actually a blue building.
But it's so fancy. They got rid of all of the playgrounds except for one, and now it's like smaller. The basketball court's still there. And there's all these signs now that say careful kids playing, but there's no kids playing. And it's just families and snooty looking people.
Snooty looking people.
I'm just like, what happened to my apartment complex?
Oh my god.
It was sad. It was heartbreaking. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's been gentrified. And then Comic-Con was awesome. I spent way too much money. Thousands of dollars that I should not have spent, but I was just everything. I was like, I want this. I gave myself back pains, especially the first day.
All the stuff you were carrying.
Oh yeah, the first day I was like, oh, this is heavy, but I mainly bought toys for videos. Second day I bought graphic novels and comics and literally I had 4 bags. 2 of the 4 bags broke. I had to call my cousin like, hey, can you help me carry these to the car? Because all the bags are ripping and I can't feel my back.
Oh my god, I can't feel my back.
It took me 40 minutes to walk maybe 5 minutes. I had to keep stopping because I was like, this is so heavy. And they gave me a massive box, and I was like, I can't carry this box and all this stuff, so I had to shift everything around.
So you had to make like multiple trips.
Oh no, I made one trip because otherwise the stuff would probably gone.
Oh, they would have taken it. Somebody
would have been like, oh, look at all these free books.
Wow.
So, oh my god, it was killing my back. It was the most workout I've had in a long, long time.
But you did it.
I did it. It was great though. And then on the way back, I went to Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, California.
No, Santa Fe's in New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Isn't there a Santa Fe, California?
There's
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
There's Santa something in New Mexico.
Santa Fe,
Santa
New
Barbara.
Mexico. Is that where the Breaking Bad?
No, that's Albuquerque. But I drove through Albuquerque to get to Santa Fe.
So you didn't stop at the house?
No, I didn't stop at the house.
You didn't throw a pizza on the house?
I'm not an asshole.
You know, it's not. You have to pay tribute.
They've specifically asked people to stop doing that. They specifically said, can people stop throwing? We live here. Can you not do that? But Santa Fe and Albuquerque are like right next to each other. But I went to Santa Fe, and then I went to George R. R. Martin's house, the guy who did Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. Did you say hi to him?
Not his house, I'm sorry. That would be weird. I went to his movie theater.
Okay.
He wasn't there. I went to his movie theater.
Okay.
Not his house. That's really weird.
I was like, was he there? Did you say hi to him?
He has a movie theater and a bookstore. So I went to the first night there, I went to the movie theater, and I watched Legend. His movie theater is nice.
Oh.
It's real small, but it's real intimate. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I went to his bookstore, and I got the big... It's right here.
Ooh, that's... What is it called?
The Rise of the Dragon. And then if you look...
It's pretty. He signed it.
Apparently every book there... Every book there that's his, that he worked on, he signs before they put it out for sale. So yeah, I got that signed. I mean, I didn't meet him. He signed it.
But that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You have this signed book.
And then I left early from Santa Fe too because I was also like, what am I going to do here for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
I did the 2 things I wanted to do, so then I came home.
So nothing else after that, Santa Fe?
No, then it was home. But it was nice. It was a fun trip. I haven't been on a vacation in a long time.
You had to see a lot from driving from here to California.
Such a... There were parts of it where all I could see in front of me was road, and all I could see behind me was road.
Yeah.
No cars, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just desert. And other parts were just mountain. Like, so much of New Mexico and Arizona, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's how it was driving through West Texas. Nothing there. Just grass.
And then I kept losing signal.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to listen to music, and it'll just cut off, right?
Yes. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
and it's like, what if you like break down? Who's gonna help you?
Oh my god, that thought went through my head so many times.
I know, it's kind of scary.
I'm like, if my car dies,
yeah, it's like, who's gonna be out here?
I'm not going to survive to walk to anyone.
Yeah.
Like literally, all I can see is road.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
There's nothing here. I was like, is this how I die? Oh my god, but gas in California is expensive.
Really?
The first gas station, which was like $6 a gallon.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I asked my cousin, I was like, how do you go anywhere? And he's like, we don't.
No.
It's like, you can't drive anywhere.
They don't drive much, like, just like kind of like
gas like that? Like, it's insane.
No.
Well, I say that, and yeah, oh my god, LA traffic is hell.
Oh my god.
Such bad traffic.
They still drive there?
Oh, it seems like that's all anyone does is drive in LA. Once I got into LA, it took me like still an hour just to get through traffic.
Jeez.
Like, it's horrible.
I guess it's LA. It's
yeah.
Like
but it was a fun trip.
That sounds fun. I still need to go to California.
You do. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait till this heat wave is done.
Yeah. After maybe September, it should cool down.
Hopefully. I'm so tired of this heat.
I just want some rain. Can we get some rain?
Snow.
I don't want snow.
12 feet of snow.
I don't want that.
Twice my height in snow.
I want some nice fall weather.
I know we're skipping fall this year. We're gonna get snow.
We're gonna get snow and ice in February. We always do. We don't even get snow. We get ice.
We got snow that one year when all of our power went out.
Oh yeah, we did. That was snow. That was nice. Yeah.
That was nice.
But
yeah.
that wasn't nice that we had no power.
No power.
Like
I had no hot
days.
water for 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I didn't have hot water either.
Didn't your pipes burst?
My pipes burst. Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh God, Texas. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
I
do?
know.
Oh. So what have you seen movie wise?
Yesterday we saw The Meg 2.
So what did you think?
I liked it, but I think it wasn't like there was nothing new compared to like the original. Like besides, there being bigger Megs.
There was a giant octopus.
There was a giant octopus.
Why do you think they killed I guess his now wife, right? Supposedly he got married to her because he was raising the daughter.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Meg
sorry,
2.
Spoilers.
So did she just not want to come back? Like the actress not want to come back? Like, I just thought that was a weird choice. I thought she was like the best character in the first one.
Yeah. So I don't understand what they said like happened to her.
They had a sign that said she died.
Yeah, it
like,
said rest in peace.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But I don't think they ever said how she died.
Yeah. They just had like a whole slideshow about it, and I was like,
I was just like, why kill her? She was the best character.
I know. I was like looking forward to her because I saw in the previews that the little girl
was still in it, yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe the wife's in it too. But no, they just went ahead and killed her off. They should have at least. I feel like they could have at least said, oh, she's somewhere else. I don't feel like they should have killed her off.
Well, then how do you have the daughter there? Why was the daughter with him and not with her?
But maybe, yeah, that's right. I was gonna say maybe the wife is on another excursion somewhere else.
She doesn't take her daughter. Yeah, kind of weird. But...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess I can see why they killed her off.
But I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was stupid, but it was fun. Yeah. I like how the black dude was also like, "Oh, I know how to swim now. So I know how to fight. I got this gun with poison darts."
The only thing I thought was there was just a few corny parts and like predictable, and they're like tapping on the glass, and she's like, "Oh, this is Meg proof." And immediately after, I'm like, this is not Meg proof. I was like, immediately after, the Meg just eats her.
Oh, but I loved that stuff. Like, I love corny is my bread and butter. If you wanna win me with the movie.
It was just so predictable. It's like, oh,
but it was fun. You want to see the bad guy get eaten. Was that white chick in the first movie?
I don't remember. She kind of looked like the ex-wife of Statham, whatever.
No, that's not her.
Different.
No.
For me, it was like
so
it kind of looked like, but it's
the only ones in the first movie then was him, the daughter, the boss guy, and then the black.
The uncle wasn't in there, right?
The uncle was referenced.
Okay.
Because she talked about like, I work so hard to be like him, and all his love and affection go to my brother, and he's not even really with the family. So they referenced him in the first one, but he wasn't in it. So I think it was just those four, right?
I think so. Because everyone else pretty much probably died in the first movie.
A lot of people died in the first movie. I thought it was fun. It was so corny, so over the top, but I loved it. The spears with the bombs on it. Then you only killed one that way.
I know. I wasn't expecting it to blow up like the harpoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to blow up. I guess they didn't. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to how they were making it.
He just strapped bombs to a harpoon.
Cool. I was just expecting it to be like a spear. I didn't think it was going to blow up.
He tied a bomb to it.
Okay.
But my thing was like, so you throw it and then it explodes? How does that work? Do you have to set the timer? Like, how does it... They never really explain how it works. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was corny.
Yeah.
It was stupid, but I kind of thought that was the point.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, it's a shark movie. I think they want it to be corny.
And it was better than any of the sequels to Jaws. Have you seen Jaws 2 through 4?
I don't remember Jaws 2 through 4.
Oh
but
my
I
God,
just...
they're not. The first Jaws is a classic. That's brilliant. I mean, that's what gave Steven Spielberg his career.
Yeah.
But 2 through 4 are bad.
How bad are they?
2's alright.
So they're not corny.
4 is corny, but like, what the fuck is this? Go watch Jaws Revenge, or whatever, The Revenge. It's like, what the fuck am I watching? I mean, I'll watch them again. I didn't hate them, but they are like, what the hell?
I think the other shark movie I saw before that was 47 Meters Deep.
I've never seen that.
It's with the girls.
There's 2 of those, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think there's a sequel as well.
Maybe Uncaged is the sequel.
Maybe. Is that good?
They go underwater. They're divers, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, but then the girls go underwater because they want to see like the little cavern, the ruins.
Yeah.
All they want to do is see it, and then somehow they collapse the little ruins, and they get trapped, and big shark comes by and tries to eat them all. Yeah.
I think Jaws is still the gold standard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can do better than
better
Jaws.
than Meg?
Jaws?
Yeah.
The original?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But isn't Meg bigger than Jaws?
Yeah, but Jaws is a better movie.
It's just because it's a classic, or?
Because Jaws is a reflection on society. I mean, to me, Jaws never made more sense than during COVID, because that's what the movie was about. Even though decades before COVID, but it's like, hey, everybody, here's this thing you should be aware of. It's bad. You should probably avoid it. And people going, nah, I'm gonna do what I want. I'll be fine, and then dying because of it.
Oh my gosh.
Jaws is a reflection on society. Meg is a fun monster movie.
Yeah.
Jaws is like, people are stupid and will do whatever they want. And politicians only care about money. That's what Jaws is about. Meg, I don't think it's really about anything other than look at this shark.
Yeah, the shark was just kind of going crazy. And then there was a giant squid that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. That fight scene was pretty good.
It was. It was. And I love that well, here's my question about Meg. If we want to go for logic, this bothered me when I was watching. It's the only thing that really took me out of the movie, like, what the fuck? So those creatures, the little ones, that were swimming after them when they were going to the submarine.
Yeah.
And then they were walking on land.
Yeah.
So they're amphibians.
Because at the beginning, you saw them walking.
On the surface of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's fine. Here's my problem. Amphibians are designed by evolution to live in water and on land. There's some lizards, turtles, frogs, things like that.
Yeah.
These creatures live so deep underwater that there's a barrier of, like, basically ice keeping them from going up.
Yeah.
How would amphibians evolve down there? How? Explain that to me.
Well, you could say the same for the Meg. Like,
The Meg never went on land.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the argument how
would they,
lighter water and all that.
They go under the barrier.
Well, they explained that because when the sub went through, it created a heat thermal. The Meg followed it up.
There was a big hole that ripped through it too.
But Meg couldn't survive on land. These creatures were running around on land.
Maybe when the Meg, at the beginning, dragged the amphibian down, he probably ate one of the amphibians and he dragged him down.
But 65 million years, they still can breathe on land? That wasn't evolutioned out of them over 65 million years?
Possibly, I guess. I don't know.
I just thought that was insane. It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Super amphibians.
It's the only thing in the movie that I was like, even my suspension of disbelief, I can't ride with this. This is too far. It's just weird.
Yeah, that part was weird.
Oh no, the girl who survived till the end, she was on the first one.
Oh, she was?
She was, yeah, because she kept referencing the first movie as well.
Okay.
So there was a fifth person. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked it though. I thought Meg 2 was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was corny, but I love corny.
I liked it. It was very suspenseful.
Have you seen Twisted Metal?
No, I have not, and I haven't even played the game. I never played the game.
It's a game. Never played the game.
Yeah. What game? When did it come out? The 90s?
I don't remember when the first Twisted Metal came out, but the one that me and my friends always played was Twisted Metal Black.
Is it what game? What console?
That was a PS2 game. The Twisted Metal was a PlayStation game. I think the first 3 were PlayStations, and then Twisted Metal 4
I don't think I played much PlayStation. I played N64 and GameCube.
I had a 64. I didn't have a PlayStation. My friends did, and then I got a PS2.
Yeah.
But Twisted Metal Black was so fun. So basically, it's this game where I'll skip the Twisted Metal stories because I never really played those all that much. But Twisted Metal Black, there's a guy named Calypso, and he has a contest. And I think all the Twisted Metal games are pretty much the same, but Twisted Metal Black is the one I know the best. And so all these contestants would enter the game, and if you win, your heart's desire, he'll grant you your heart's desire.
Okay.
So it's a contest, and you have to kill everybody else.
Mhm.
So, I mean, the logo character is this guy named Sweet Tooth. He's a clown, wears a clown mask. His head is on fire, and he drives an ice cream truck.
I've seen that logo.
Yes, that's Twisted Metal. My favorite character was this guy named No Face. He was a boxer who lost a fight and then went to like an underground doctor to fix him up, but the underground doctor bet money on him and lost. So he fixed him up, made him feel better than ever. But sewed, he cut out his tongue and sewed his mouth shut, cut out his eyes and sewed his eyes shut.
Wow.
And yet this guy drives a car in a contest to kill people.
Wow.
Explain that to me.
Can't
But
even see it.
I love No Face. And so his thing was to get revenge on the doctor. I forgot Sweet Tooth, what he wanted.
Yeah.
But then there's this girl, Bloody Mary, and she's on the show.
Ooh,
And her thing was she wanted to find true love.
Oh.
Every guy she ever been with that hurt her, broke her heart. And she's like, I want true love.
Aw.
So if you beat the game with her, so if you beat the game with the character, they tell you, like, they show you their heart's desire.
Yeah.
You win the game with her. You get her heart's desire. All of a sudden, this guy comes. He sweeps her off her feet. You know, she's in a wedding gown. He's in his tux. And he's walking. And then the camera kind of moves around. And you see that he has stitches all in his head.
Oh.
And he glitches. And then goes, I will never love you.
Oh.
And then he just goes back to smiling as he carries her out. I'm just
Okay.
like, that is fucked.
Dang.
So they basically brainwash this dude to love her, and he's still like, fuck you.
Oh man, that's harsh.
It's such a dark game. The theme song is I see a red door, and you know that song?
I see a door and I want to paint it.
It's a red door and I want to paint it black.
Black.
Yeah. That's the theme song for the game. Like, this game is twisted. The show's a comedy, but it's pretty funny. It got Anthony Mackie, you know, the new Captain America Falcon. And then, have you ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Police show?
Yeah, it's really funny. Well, one of the girls from there is on it. It's such a good show.
Yeah.
And so I think season 1 is just kind of introducing all the characters. I think season 2 is going to be the actual contest.
Is that a new series?
Twisted Metal?
No, Brooklyn Nine.
No, that's over. It's old. It's done.
But Twisted Metal is new.
Twisted Metal. The first season just came out, and they're setting up season 2. I loved it. It's funny as hell.
Where do you watch it on?
Peacock.
Peacock.
You should check it out.
Okay. We just finished watching The Terminal List. That was pretty good too.
With
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
He basically, it's about him he's in the Navy and stuff happens and a lot of shit goes down. It's very suspenseful.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
I just watched Chris Hemsworth's 2 movies. Was it The Extraction or?
So all the Chris's.
I mean, the Chris's. You can't go wrong with the Chris's.
You can't.
You know what I'm talking about on Netflix?
What's it called? The Extraction?
The Extraction,
I think I've seen like previews about it.
Those are both really good. The second one came out, so I watched both of them.
Yeah.
And those were really good. I do love the Chris's.
I do too. Chris's are pretty
Which
good.
is your favorite?
Oh. Chris Pratt was my top because of Jurassic World, and I really liked Parks and Rec. I really liked him for it's so good. If you like The Office.
Never liked The Office.
Okay, then maybe because it's kind of simple.
Oh.
Maybe you won't like it.
That's
It's like humorous
sitcom.
like that. I think I didn't really get into The Office, but I think Parks and Rec is a little bit better than The Office, in my opinion.
Chris Pratt is very charming.
But he's very hilarious, and I loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah. I think he's just funny.
Have you seen part 3?
Of the Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh, okay. Because Ravon didn't like it, and I was like, I love that movie. And then Ashley just watched it. She loved it. Yeah. So I'm like, why did Ravon not like it?
Did he say why?
He said it was boring.
I really love the Christmas special.
The Christmas special is, I think, my favorite.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, I don't know what Christmas is, but Christmas time is here.
Serious?
that was great. And the way he was playing the guitar.
And that line about, like, Mrs. Claus is on the pole. Chris Pratt's like,
yeah,
no!
Like,
no! He's like his little slaves. Chris Pratt's like, stop!
The elves are slaves.
I love that it's a whole movie about kidnapping Kevin Bacon.
No,
That's the whole premise of it.
They like kidnap Kevin Bacon as a gift for
Chris Pratt. I was just like, oh my god. And I like how disgusted they are when they realize he's an actor.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, ew.
Like gross.
Oh my god, that was fun.
Yeah, that's a great special. Yeah.
There's a lot of like the Chris's have a lot of good stuff.
They do.
Chris Evans was in.
Who's yours favorite Chris?
It's a toss up between Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth.
Thor, right?
Yeah, I think he's funny.
Yeah.
He has a show on Disney Plus, like No Limits or Limitless or whatever, where he's like just trying to be healthier.
Yeah.
It's something I don't give a fuck about, but it was so engaging.
Is he? I thought I read that he was not. Was he gonna take a break from acting? Or
Yeah, because on that show he discovers that he has the prerequisite for Alzheimer's.
I was like, oh. And he wants to spend time with his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. And dude makes a lot of money.
And Thor 4 wasn't great.
Oh, Thor 4. Did I watch
Love and Thunder with the little girl.
You didn't like that?
I mean, it was cute.
I mean, it was cute with the kids. They got all the kids together.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought Thor 3 was great. It was funny, but it was serious. I thought this one was a little too goofy.
Too goofy. I guess because it involved all the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
and the graphics were so bad. Like when Idris Elba's son's character and the head floating, I was like, oh, I could do better graphics than that. It's so cheesy. You have Disney money. What are you doing?
Oh, man. I thought it was cute. I thought it was very, like, heartfelt.
The parts of it, I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people did, but I didn't it's not like, oh, this is the greatest Thor movie ever. I was like, it's like, I guess also what I was disappointed was you end Endgame with the Guardians and Thor teaming up, and then you never give us a movie with Thor and the Guardians.
Thor, well, oh yeah, that's true. They never did. Because they are teaming up, and they don't have a movie together, right? Yeah.
The beginning of Thor 4 is like, over years while he's working out and getting in shape.
Yeah.
That was his time with the Guardians. We never actually get an adventure with them all together. True. And it's like, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, because it kind of like, they were setting it up like they were going to have a movie together.
And clearly they spent time together.
Yeah.
But we just skipped all of that for no reason. Did you watch Secret Invasion?
No, I don't.
It's the first Marvel show I was kind of disappointed in. It was not great. But I'm excited for the Marvels.
Is that a series?
It's a movie. So it's Captain Marvel, and then it has. You saw WandaVision?
Yeah, that was really
good. Proton, the black girl from that movie, she's in it.
Okay.
And then Miss Marvel's gonna be in it.
Ooh, I love Miss Marvel.
I know, I do too. I actually just bought and read her first appearance.
Ooh.
So I got it on graphic novel. She's one of my favorite new characters. And I read her death in Spider-Man. They killed her off.
Wow.
Apparently they already brought her back.
Spoiler.
Comic books.
Dang.
Like I said, they already brought her back.
Okay.
It's comic books. Everybody dies in comic books and everybody comes back.
Okay.
Plus, this is like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Okay.
It's not like they killed her off in the show.
Probably what they're gonna do. I don't think follow the comic books in the show.
Not really.
Oh,
loosely.
Okay.
Some of the movies more than others.
Oh.
But so what else have you seen then?
Talk to Me.
Talk to Me was great.
I loved it, like the spirits and how like dark it was.
It was. That movie was like, oh, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the girl. Like the spoilers, the ending.
Spoilers.
Where she's then the ghost that's like possessing the person.
Yeah, because at the ending, it's kind of like, is she alive? Is she dead? Because she's like looking at people, but they're not really acknowledging her. And then when she looks in the mirror, she can't see her reflection. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Here's my question. So she was going to throw the brother in front of the car, and then she stopped herself. Yeah. Did she throw herself in front of the car, or did the sister? I know,
because she was behind her, and we were trying to debate that too. Did she get pushed, or did she throw herself?
That was because when I was watching, I was like, "Wait, what happened?" Like,
yeah, because she was so dead on. She was holding.
But she stopped. You saw it. She went and she pulled it back.
Yeah.
So she was like, "I can't do this." She realized like they're tricking me.
Yeah.
But then, did she kill herself, or did the sister murder her?
Which one did? Oh yeah. Did they? Did she?
So what do you think happened?
Oh, it's hard because At the very end, when she's like on the edge of the road,
Yeah.
she's thinking about it, but then the sister comes right behind her.
Yeah, but she pulled back, so she wasn't gonna do it.
So it felt like she wasn't gonna do it. I feel like maybe she threw herself.
I think she threw herself
Mm-hmm.
to end it. I need to end it.
Yeah.
It was so good though.
It was.
I haven't seen a horror movie that was kind of original like that in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited for the horror movies coming out, like The Nun.
Oh, The Nun Part 2?
Yeah.
The Conjuring movies are usually pretty good.
Yeah, I love those Conjuring movies.
Oh, what else is coming out? Horror movie was. Though there's a new Exorcist movie coming out.
Yes, I saw that previews. I was like, that looks good too. The Exorcist.
I think next week comes out. The Voyage of Demeter or whatever. It's like the Dracula on a boat.
Oh yeah, Dracula. I saw the previews.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
I am so excited for that. Like, just a boat in the middle of the ocean with Dracula on it. That is going to be badass.
Yeah, that one looked pretty cool, too. So many good movies coming out.
So you're going to watch Turtles?
Yeah, we wanted to wait. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
I think we just wanted to wait till, like, all the... Because I don't know, his main issue is, like, what if there's a bunch of kids making a lot of noise?
When I watched it, there was one kid in the theater. He was a teenager. Everybody else was my age.
Okay.
And even then, it was like 5 people in the theater.
Yeah, I think that was his biggest issue. Is like, because I think when we watched Super Mario's, there was a lot of kids making noises.
Oh, there was no kids in my theater.
Maybe we need to go to a different theater.
Yeah. I was like, this movie theater's dead. I liked it though. I mean, it was good.
I want to watch it.
It was
good.
better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. The graphics look so good.
Yeah, they changed a lot, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm a big Turtle fan.
Yeah.
As evident by all the different versions of Turtle toys I have.
You are a big Turtle fan.
My favorite is still the original movie, though. You can't do better than that. Or the original comics are even better.
Yeah.
Like the bloody, even though it's all black and white, but the gruesome Mirage comics, those are great. So you haven't seen that. Have you seen, what else is Haunted Mansion? You haven't seen Haunted Mansion?
What's it about again?
About the Disney ride.
Oh no!
Rosario Dawson, Danny DeVito.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I need to watch that
it's
one.
so good. I personally think it's better than the Eddie Murphy one.
Oh man!
But it was a lot of fun.
That one looks funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbie.
Oh yeah. What did you think about Barbie?
I liked it. I thought it was very much about like self-empowerment.
Yeah.
Some things I thought didn't need to be necessary, like ending the movie with her going to the gynecologist.
I know. I thought that was weird.
For a movie that's clearly designed for kids, seems a little weird.
Like, what? I thought it was an interview at first, and she's like, "Oh, I want to see my gynecologist." I was like, "What does that mean?" Is she trying to?
Well, because remember the whole point of the movie was like we don't have parts down there, and now she does.
Now she does.
But also, it's just like, oh, I don't have genitalia, and neither does he. It's like, you know, the primary audience for this movie is kids.
Yeah.
That was weird. And then Barbie having suicidal thoughts, I thought was kind of unnecessary. Have you guys ever thought about death?
And the movie music just stops. You're like, what?
I didn't think that was necessary.
You think it was necessary?
I don't think it was. I thought, it's like, it's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
And then,
there
like,
was a lot of stuff that was just kind of like, eh.
A lot of people are saying it was very anti-man. I didn't really get that too much, but like all the Kens being stupid, I didn't have a problem with.
Yeah.
The only time I thought the movie was kind of like, why are you intentionally painting men to be dumb, was the husband. He's in the real world. You didn't have to make him that stupid and oblivious.
Ken?
No. The America, the girl from Superstore, the main star.
Oh, America Ferrera?
Yeah, her husband character. Why?
Oh, yeah, he was all there on Duolingo.
Yeah, like, why did you have to make him... He's the only real male in the movie, because Will Ferrell and the executives don't count.
Yeah.
So he's the only normal guy in the movie, and you made him stupid, too. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
With everything else, like the patriarchy stuff, I thought all that was hilarious.
That was funny.
It's like, I thought patriarchy was about horses. It's like, what?
Oh my god.
Oh, but I did love that it was her trying to find herself and Ken trying to find himself.
Yeah.
I thought it had some good messages.
Yeah.
The suicide stuff and the genitalia stuff did not need to be in a kid's movie.
Yeah, all that didn't have to. It was not,
It was unnecessary. Ashley said that it's a poor remake of Life Size, and then that's the Barbie movie we should all watch.
Life Size.
Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ashley Stances, that's the only real Barbie movie.
That was a really good Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
She's like, that's what the movie should have been. That's what I went in there
Yeah.
watching to watch.
I want to watch that movie again. That was so good. Life Size.
Yes. Apparently, there's a second part, and it has the girl from Grownish and How I Met Your Father.
Second part of what?
Life Size. It's Life Size Tour too.
Oh.
Tyra Banks, and then I forget her name, but the girl from Not So American. Was it Secret Life of an American Teenager? Grownish.
I don't know her name.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? She's the one that gives Selena Gomez a kidney.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
So beautiful. She's apparently in Life Size too. So I was like, well, I gotta watch the sequel now, just because.
I watch the sequel because I really love Life Size.
But yeah, so that's Ashley Stance. Is that Barbie's a poor comparison to Life Size?
Yeah, because I think that Life Size is it's probably a better Barbie movie than this Barbie
and it's
that came out.
definitely for kids.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely, and it's like a Disney movie. It's definitely for kids.
Yeah,
Well,
this one's a Warner Bros.
I
movie.
do agree that Life Size is like the original Barbie movie, and it was probably a better representation of Barbie.
Yeah, you didn't need suicide in a Barbie movie.
Yeah, you really didn't, because Barbie's happy.
And talking about genitalia, you didn't need in a Barbie movie.
Because Barbie doesn't have genitalia either, and maybe that's the point. But
that was the point, but it's like you don't need that.
You don't need.
You don't end a Barbie movie. If someone was like, "How would you end a Barbie movie?" My thought would not be
go to the gynecologist.
The last scene's for the gynecologist. Like, and then actually was like, and why did the creator keep talking about tax evasion? I was like, well, because I think she got in trouble for tax evasion. She's like, but who the fuck cares?
Yeah, the director or whatever and the voice.
Yeah.
They were like making these snide. Some parts of it were funny.
They're pretty funny. Yeah. Ashley's point. I was like, that was the argument I made to her. Was like, I enjoyed it. I was like, but I'm not a Barbie fan. I was like, I took it as its own movie, and for that, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like, but I don't have any love for the IP. So if you have love for the IP and they made all these weird choices, I could see why. You maybe didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the new Star Wars movies. I'm like, no, you don't understand Star Wars. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, overall it was cute. I like the songs.
Songs are good.
They were funny, the songs.
I did love her just gliding down.
Yeah. And the dances.
My favorite thing is that there's a meme of that scene where she steps out of her shoe, and then right underneath it is this Quentin Tarantino in the audience, like smiling, because you know he has that weird foot fetish.
Oh my gosh.
I
didn't know he had a foot fetish.
Oh, watch any Quentin Tarantino movie. There's always some scene focused on feet.
Oh wow. I don't know what it is about foot fetishes.
Quentin Tarantino's famous for it. Well, like, it's like there was this video that said everyone should just take a moment to appreciate the fact that Quentin Tarantino is a guy with a known foot fetish, and he went and wrote a movie where Salma Hayek pours liquor down her leg for a man to drink off her foot, and then he cast himself in that role. It's like he did do that.
I had no idea.
Dusk Till Dawn.
I didn't know he had a foot fetish.
It's pretty evident.
Dang.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that scene where she's in the movie theater. It's so much of that scene where she's in the theater watching the movie. It's just focused on her feet.
I need to pay attention to these movies.
Oh my goodness. It's an obsession with it. It's very odd.
Dang.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, do you have anything else?
No, I'm just waiting for the next movies to come out.
What are you looking forward to?
Blue Beetle looks really good.
Blue Beetle looks great.
And then The Nun.
And the Dracula on the boat movie.
Yes. So many good movies.
I'm so excited for that.
Me too.
You should watch Turtles, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're going to watch Turtles. Yeah. It looks really good.
Well, alright. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Zelda.
I'm Jonathan Goodnight. You have a...
I didn't change my last name yet, but Zelda Pardo.
Oh, look at that!
When I eventually change my name.
It's as someone who's changed their last name, it's a tedious process.
Yeah, I want to keep Khan as my middle name. I don't want to get rid of Khan. I like Khan.
I kept my dad's last name as my middle name, so
So I'll do that.
But till next time, give us legends.
Give us more mashed potatoes. I don't have a
okay.
line yet.
Okay, mashed potatoes.